Hello, boys and girls. Mrs. Summer here again. Thanks for joining me at Reader's Workshop. So, I want to start by thinking about the last time I watched a movie. And when I was watching that movie, I really felt for the characters in the movie. When they were sad, I felt sad. And when they were happy and something was funny, I felt happy. And I really felt like I was in that movie. I felt like I was a part of that movie. And I'm sure many of you have had the same feelings when you've watched things either in the movies or on television. And books are the same way. When you're reading a book, you really feel as though you're a part of that story, and you start to feel as though you're becoming that character when you're reading. So today I want to talk about how readers bring their characters to life in their stories and how they make their voice sound like they believe the character might be sounding, depending on how that character is feeling in the story. So first, I'm going to read a little bit of a story that we've been looking at together for the past few days. Mr. Putter and Tabby dropped the ball, and we were up to chapter 3. And this was the part where Mrs. Teaberry shows up at the ball field. So first, when I get to this part, I'm going to read it just regular, and you give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down as to whether you think I sound like Mrs. Teaberry would have sounded here. Here we go. The Dandies. Mrs. Teaberry and Zeke arrived in their baseball clothes. "Let's go," said Mrs. Teaberry. They all drove to the ball field. Now, I know that if I were Mrs. Teaberry, I don't know, what do you think? Would that have been really good or not so great, right? I think I see some thumbs down. Yeah, that wasn't my best. I don't think Mrs. Teaberry would have just said, "Let's go." I mean, she was pretty excited to play on the Dandies. And when I'm excited, my voice should sound excited. So when I see these words, "let's go," I shouldn't just say, "let's go." I should say, "Let's go," said Mrs. Teaberry. So let me try that sentence again from the beginning here. Mrs. Teaberry and Zeke arrived in their baseball clothes. "Let's go," said Mrs. Teaberry. They all drove to the ball field. What do you think now? Did I get a thumbs up? I think so. I think I sounded excited. Let's keep reading. The Yankee Doodle Dandies were in the middle of a game. A batter was running for home. Now, nobody is talking here, but I think if he were talking, his voice might sound a little bit like, "Wow, look at this. This is pretty crazy. These people are not what I expected," right? So here we go. Everyone waited and waited. "I'm feeling pretty young," said Mr. Putter. I think right there he would sound almost like he was laughing at himself a little bit, because this guy, he's not young, right? So he's making him feel pretty young. "I'm feeling pretty young," said Mr. Putter. Let's try it on the next page. "Let's go play," said Mrs. Teaberry. She looked at Zeke. So there, I tried to make my voice sound excited. "Stay," she said, patting Zeke's head. The way you might talk to your pet, right? You might tell them in a firm voice, "Stay." You wouldn't say, "Stay," she said, right? That wouldn't get through to a puppy, right? Or a dog that was playful. "Stay," she said, patting Zeke's head. Mr. Putter looked at Zeke. No way, Mr. Putter thought. So I think if he were going to say those words, "no way," he would just be saying it like, "no way," Mr. Putter thought, because he knows his dog and he knows he's not going to stay, right? He petted Tabby and went to play. And if he were going to talk here, he might be saying, "You're a good kitty." And he might have a happy sound in his voice, right? So while you're reading today and every day, when you come to characters in your book, you need to do your best to make your voice sound the way you think the characters in the book might sound. And if you think they might be excited, you need to make your voice sound excited. And if you think they might be upset or disappointed, then your voice should sound upset or disappointed. Are you ready to try? I think you are. Happy reading today.